Welcome. This is Richard Hosnow, and I want to welcome you to the Innovation Best Practices episode, where every episode is designed to help you sell more and make more from your innovation program using proven, practical innovation best practices that I believe can work for virtually any business and any innovation problem that you have. I want to give a special welcome to our listeners around the world. Recently, it's grown from 80 to over 100 countries listening to the podcast. Welcome back. Today, we're going to be talking about how Whirlpool innovation transformed an industry. It's from a book titled Unleashing Innovation, How Whirlpool Transformed an Industry. It's about embedded sustainable innovation in your organization. It's actually a very nice story and a lot that I think can benefit. Here's an overview. Whirlpool is a remarkable innovation success today. They've made washing machines and dryers like they've never been made before, along with many other things. It transformed what we typically think of our traditional appliances like washers and dryers. It did this by creating a company culture and process that enables them to consistently deliver innovation successes. In a fairly recent episode, I talked about the toxic innovation culture at Microsoft for about a decade. Now we're going to be talking about a positive case study example of culture. The principles of their success, I believe, can help virtually any other company. So, most of this is going to be quotes directly from the book because it's said well. Here's an overview. Whirlpool is one of the few companies in the world that have transformed every aspect of their business to drive continuous innovation. Whirlpool has differentiated itself in innovation by creating a sustainable and repeatable innovation model and by embedding it in every aspect of the organization: vision, mission, strategy, operations, reviews, design, communications, reward, education, career paths, financials, and more. What makes Whirlpool unique is that it has chosen a path that shuns the popular notion that innovation can come only from the geniuses at the top. Whirlpool innovated innovation by putting systems and processes in place that enable every person at every level, including entry-level professionals, clerks and secretaries, and hourly employees, to innovate. Now that is good stuff. Here's some of the innovation drivers. Whirlpool's approach to embedded innovation has evolved to focus on two key aspects of innovation: the rational drivers and the emotional drivers. The rational drivers include a business framework, resources, processes, systems, incentives, and more, that makes embedded innovation sustainable and often requires the re-engineering of legacy management systems. We talked a little bit about this in the previous episode with the Gary Hamel book on changing management. Exactly this sort of point. The emotional drivers, in contrast, are not created by a company, but are resident in each of us as latent human factors that attract us to create and innovate. Management's task is to ensure that these emotional drivers are unleashed rather than thwarted. Great advice. Here are the 5 emotional drivers. Emotional drivers connect people to innovation ideals and are deeply rooted in the human experience. This is really all about getting inspiration and passion into your innovation business. Emotional drivers create energy and joy from daily work. They are currents lying just under the surface that, when enabled, accelerate and energize innovation. They are the foundation of intrinsic motivation. The emotional drivers are embedded innovation include learning and creating, dreaming, the mythology of heroes, and the spirit of winning. What a great statement about the kind of culture and unleashing the emotional drivers for innovation. This is all about inspiration, motivation, getting higher level thinking from people on a regular basis. Here's where they started. They were not deep There were not, rather, deep consumer insights in 1999 that every innovator could find and utilize. As in most companies, market research information was generally available for a few people in marketing and was not seen as accessible to people in all parts of the company. Embedded innovation requires that market and customer information be accessible to everyone. Deep customer insights and the requirement to start with the customer's needs are clear outcomes of embedded innovation. Tools and processes for innovation were not common across the enterprise. Great statement of what they faced. And they defined innovation in this way. Innovation provides unique and compelling solutions valued by our customers and aligned to our brands, creates competitive advantage that is difficult to copy, and creates differentiated shareholder value. That's quite a set of benefits for innovation. Embedded innovation they defined as embedded innovation creates sustainable and differentiated business results by embedding innovation into the rational framework down to the day-to-day activities of each person, while creating an environment that sanctions and reclaims our human need to create. Embedded innovation broadens the playing field to include not just exclusive specialists, but everyone from the front line to the back office, combining both the rational and emotional drivers of innovation. Now that's a powerful form of innovation. The rational framework. This framework is dynamic and profit-oriented. It includes elements of our strategic architecture, management systems, the idea pipeline, or I-pipe as they call it, the innovators and I-mentors, and execution and results. This framework is the bedrock of the innovation machine that enables differentiated business results. I'm loving this. The strategic architecture is the roadmap of the innovation effort. It includes the vision, goals, guiding principles, approach, definition, and process. It's also the part most frequently overlooked when companies start an innovation process. They are so right. It's not always obvious why clarifying what you mean by innovation is important. Here's some concluding thoughts that I took away from this. This is one of the more remarkable stories of innovation success, especially since so much of it has come through an internal effort. You know, I've talked a lot about diversity, and diversity is often a powerful need for innovation. And here they're getting diversity primarily internally. But for companies that are nowhere near as good as Whirlpool is at creating an innovation culture, and very few are, by the way, external diversity becomes a must-have. At the heart of their processes, a very inclusive innovation culture combined with clarity about innovation goals and purposes. These are the cornerstones of successful innovation. Well, if you want more innovation best practices, all you need to do is go to my website, i2ge, that's the letter I, number 2ge.com. On the menu bar, you'll see DIY innovation training, do it yourself. And a bunch of programs, training programs will pop up. If there's not one that meets your exact needs, send me an email. I'll be glad to tailor one to your unique needs. Here's what I'm trying to do with this. I'm trying to make you innovation self-sufficient and not have to hire expensive consultants like me and others to do it for you. These training programs can save you tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars in the long term. Another innovation best practices resource is one of my 6 published books, and that's titled Proven Practical Innovation That Delivers Results, available only at Amazon in paperback and Kindle versions. It's priced below my break-even cost, so it's a heck of a value. I love hearing from listeners, so if you have suggestions, comments, or requests, just send me an email to richard@2ge.com. I look forward to hearing from you. And in the next episode, we're going to talk about something I think you're going to want to listen to, Steve Jobs on innovation and leadership lessons. I think you're going to like this. It's pretty good. And as all of you know by now, I deeply appreciate you taking time out of a busy day to spend it with me. I look forward to reconnecting with you soon, and until then, please have a great day.